retracing into that green area I had marked up here. I put it down there to those lows because those are the lows that found support inside of the zone. So I want to see how we react here, if we give any reaction at all. I don't know. They could just be coming lower, They could just keep going lower to Asian lows. Let me look on the daily real quick. And let me delete this because that was from the previous trade. So yeah, that's what ICT is saying. So we don't know what can happen. You see how there's this, we're in the middle here. And there's two areas. There's this area here, and there's this area here that we don't know. We don't know what price wants to do. So let me erase all this stuff. So let's go on the hour, 4 hour. Let me also remove the shapes so it's a little cleaner. Let me also remove my executions for now. And
1014, 1 minute candle. That's a bearish fair value gap. We'll see if there's any sensitivity to that. Send this a little lower.
1014.
Or if it needs to get back above that minor sell side, then we're going to pull back in. 1014, 1 minute candle. That's a bearish fair value gap. We'll see if there's any sensitivity to that. Send this a little lower. Or if it needs to get back above that minor sell side, then we're going to pull back in the range. I prefer it going lower from here. 1014, 1 minute candle. That's a bearish fair value gap. We'll see if there's any sensitivity to that. Send this a little lower.
Okay.
Or if it needs to get back above that minor sell side, then we're going to pull back in the range. I prefer it.
I got what he's saying. He's saying here. This is a bearish fair value gap, obviously. Right? And this is the 915 bearish order block that we tapped into it. So he wants to see
1014, 1 minute candle. That's a bearish fair value gap.
Bearish fair value gap.
See if there's any sensitivity to that. Send this a little lower. Or if it needs to get back above that minor sell side, then we're going to pull back in the range. I prefer it going lower from here.
He said he prefers it to continue going lower from here. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to come down, because remember, guys, I did take those buys. We're just trying to be patient. It could pay off. I'm waiting because I kind of want to see, like right now, if I were to enter, I'm just winging it. I don't feel 100%. So I want to see what ICT waits for him to feel that, that he can trust his trade. Because right now, don't trust it. See that? If we were to enter it there, I would be pretty afraid to hold the trade. But it is a level of bullish imbalance, so it's ideally going to act as resistance.
You want to screenshot that? That's what a real-time 20 handle price run looks like.
Yeah, so he's saying this is a price run right here. 20 handle. I don't know if he... But yeah, stop loss at the highs. I mean, he uses a lot of contracts because he has the courage to, because he knows what he's doing. So that's the beauty of this. Let's see what happens here. I wouldn't be surprised if it pushed higher. Maybe even utilized this as support. Oh, it's rushing up there. Okay. Dang, it really is rushing up there. Yeah. It's crazy. Let's see, guys. So if we were to take the fib from this huge candle, okay, 705 is perfectly here. I don't think that's a coincidence, but what do I know? I don't want to enter yet. It doesn't feel right. It might just go without us. Maybe, honestly. I wish we had the balls to enter had been entered here, Let's see what ICT's saying.
Now that's the snare.
Okay.
So I'm watching now. If we get back above that blue first percent of fair value gap,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see does it act as a discount array, and then see if we can get above that SIBI that I gave you in the chart at 945, and see if it can act as an inversion fair value gap.
Okay, so this one right here, we want it to be an inversion fair value gap. Yeah, but that, you see that snare? Why did this look so clean, this area? But I don't know if it's gonna go over there. That's the problem. Just flew higher. That's crazy. Could have used this right here. You see how I had the entry level there? That's crazy.
looking for 21,347 even, 21,385.50.
He's looking for this level here. Dang it, man. Should have been how many points? My goodness. So we had caught it here. Stop Pasadolo. Whew. It's like 1,000 points. That's fucking wild. And I had my area here. I just didn't trust it enough, you know? But that's okay. Especially because we already had taken some L's, you know?
Ideally, it should not return back to 21,250.
And I think if I had the 15-second chart, we would have probably been able to find an entry inside of this area. But on the 1 minute, you kind of just got to enter on there, you know? I don't pay for the next tier, which gives us access to do that. But honestly, I'd rather be on the sidelines with my small $83 loss than to be, you know, really hurting myself, as we don't really know what could be happening right now. So ICT says he doesn't want it to come down to this level anymore. So we'll see. We already tapped 25% PD array level. And we're coming lower now. And what I want to see is from high to low here. What does it give us? Because I honestly, we have the new week opening gap low that could possibly act as support for us. And maybe if we take it from well, you have to think about it. We had a breaker here, low high, lower low. This breaker right here is probably honestly that last resort. But ICT wants it to push up here first, which that's exactly what it's doing. It's crazy. It's beautiful to see. But you see how some these moves are sudden, you know? You never know when it can happen. Hmm. Yeah.
I took a partial above the 939 high. I have two contracts running still. Stopped at 21,253 and 3/4.
So ideally what we could have done here is once price traded above here, enter right there, stop loss at the low of 50% or 50 points, 60 points. That would have still cleared us for this trade. I was afraid of a manipulation, especially because price pushed up so quickly, which is why we didn't enter. I don't know if we're going to be able to enter a trade here. I don't know if it's me FOMOing if I try to enter a trade, Kind of disappointed we missed that buy, but it's expected because, it's so quickly, It's hard to catch. Oh, wait a minute. Another thing I did not realize is that was our 50% level of our higher time frame. So that would explain why it pushed up so quickly as well. So this is our 4 hour, not 4 hour, our daily level, 50%. So that was my fault for not seeing that. We should have taken a risk here at the 50% and had, right, be these areas we take more risk. So if we take like, let's say 80 points, that's $40. Like, I need to take more risks with my trades, that's for sure. Maybe leave wider stops. So I'm working on that currently, like having more courage to take wider stops for, higher reward trades like this. Because imagine 1,000 points. Let's say I did catch this. That would have been $500 with NQ, with one contract. So that's ideally what I want to do. I want to find these areas with low risk.
Stop loss is raised to 21,298 and a quarter, limiting out at 21,386 and a quarter. I took one of the two remaining contracts off as a partial here.
ICT's taking his money off here, so that's interesting. You guys can see it's kind of consolidating. So it's doing one push, two push, three push. So we'll see a three push divergence and then see maybe price melt lower, I don't know if we're going to be targeting 50% of this level, this PD array, and then maybe melt lower, targeting the lows because we traded so high here, So the problem is I go to work soon, so I don't know if I'm going to be active on the charts to be able to catch that move. Ideally, what I should have done is really capitalize my trade here. So the lesson for today was to have taken my profits, not just expecting it to keep going to those high levels. Be very nimble with my points. If I reach 150 points, take the profit, take the damn profit. I think that's where I'm making the mistake. I need to set a goal and not just a target, of reaching a target, because sometimes it'll reach your target, but you don't know when. And I have a very limited amount of time in the morning. So I think that might be what could be hurting us. And that's what I'm going to be working on this week. I think that the smartest thing for me to do right now is for me to stop trading, even though I want to keep trading because it's already 10:30 and I work at 12. So I'm going to do the right thing and stop trading. As soon as this hits the ICT target level, I'm going to post this for you guys to watch, my executions, my mess ups, the way I looked at the charts, and obviously how I was reading price with ICT's comments on Telegram. And we'll take the $83 loss for tonight. For now, we're up a grand on our funded account. We were almost to $52,000, and then we took that loss, but that's okay. We're learning, So as you guys can see, the recording is about to end in 20 seconds, right in time because it's about to hit ICT's target level. So let's see if it does. Maybe it just barely reached it. Let's see. So I'll talk to you guys later tomorrow. Peace out.